Good evening and salutations, my Days of Our Lives fans. This is good. This was good. This was so good. I've been waiting. I've been waiting. The minute that Gwen got into town, caused all the crap that she's done, constantly made excuses. Oof, I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for a while. When Chad said, because I was about to call him Ned, but Justin was like, "What should we do?" Chad would just like sit back, watch the show. I had to put down my damn notebook. I literally had to put down my damn notebook like, all right, cool. Abby enjoyed every single moment of taking her down brick by brick. And there was a point where even Chad was like, I couldn't tell if he was proud or turned on or both. But I mean, Abby seemed like she waited for that since day one. She waited for when that happened. She was grandstanding. She was just taking her sweet time, just going through all of Gwen's misdeeds, from her being knocked over the head to her telling. And here's the thing: I didn't think that she was going to get all of it. Okay, she told Xander about Sarah, about her being about her knowing Sarah was gone for months, not saying anything, and you saw the look on Xander's face. Now, I like to consider myself still new to the party. With that being said, Xander, like when people said that Xander was a bad guy, was a villain, they weren't lying, okay? One of my great subscribers named Shakira sent me a video. I don't know if it was a Xander, but I started going through a lot of Xander stuff, and wow, they weren't lying when when they said he was a villain. Um, but with that being said, I'm new to the party, so I don't have the bag. I don't want to sit there and say baggage, but I don't have that emotional baggage of knowing him one way. I saw a guy who world was being shattered brick by brick, piece by piece. And it was a lot. Hell, halfway through this, Jack lunged at Gwen, and Chad had to be the one to stop him. Let's just think about that for a minute. Chad's been hurt by this woman too. Chad had to literally stop Jack from going after Gwen. And I didn't think it was gonna get any. I thought it was just gonna be like, all right, cool. He's just gonna just stop. I thought it was just gonna stop at the, Gwen knowing that Sarah was alive and didn't say anything. But no, no, because that full pardon came with some extra perks. I mean, it came with some conditions. And when Abby told everyone, Justin, um, Jennifer and Jack, Chad, and even the bystanders. Here's the thing. Even when the bystanders start looking like, oh, wow, she did all, Jesus Christ. Like, when Abby told everyone about the fact that it was Gwen that screwed up Sarah's brain even more. When Ralph was like, this drug was supposed to work. And the reason why was because of Gwen. And at that point, after Jack just walked away and was like, I want nothing to do with you. I'm done. I'm washing my hands of you. I can't. I mean, this is the level of I disowned you. Um, but much worse. Let's put it this way. It's one thing for a parent to be mad at you. Okay, because anger you can sit there and deal with. Anger you have a bit of a buffer. It's like it's bad, but it's not as bad as disappointment. Disappointment. Whenever a parent is disappointed in someone, it's worse. It is 1,000 times worse than them being mad at you. The look on his face, knowing that he was disappointed in her. I mean, it was almost like he didn't even want to look at her anymore. He didn't even want to like look at her. He was just disgusted at what he saw. He walked away. So the wedding's over. Her dad just walked away. Find out that Gwen drugged Sarah. Xander walks away. He is so mad. I thought he was going to be even more angrier, but I guess he held himself back enough because, you know, Jack is his quote unquote best mate. Still his daughter. So he's not going to go full tirade on her. He's not going to go full villain on her. He raised his voice enough to let her know that he was pissed. And he walked away. And her day, when she thought it just couldn't get any worse, Abby practically said, Yo, you rise here. Rafe comes over to arrest her. So you get outed on everything. And on top of everything else, you're going to jail. Okay? So at this point, this chick pretty much feels she has nothing left to lose. She gets so angry that she walks up to Abby and it's like, I killed your grandmother on purpose. I'm like, okay, I guess we could just add some more charges. I guess we'll see you never, but it's Salem. So I wouldn't exactly count her out just yet. But even with that being said, she's done. She's done. These 2 days of Leo's wedding getting blown apart, and then Gwen's wedding getting blown apart. I mean, it says something about energy. You know, the fact that they were so close together, Gwen and Leo, and the fact that they both got their marriage just blown apart in the same way. I mean, it's kind of interesting when you think about it. Because to some extent, there's a saying, or if there's not, I'm going to say it anyway. You are the company that you keep. Leo done terrible things. Leo got his wedding blown apart. Leo knows Gwen. I mean, come on, seriously. Let's really think about that for a minute. I gotta sit there and say, this alone was probably. Well, I didn't watch Y&R yet, and I'm still gonna probably get to it at some point, maybe. But this was the best soap opera. This was the best. I don't know, three. This was the best one. I didn't even watch B&B yet, and I already know that this one. And looking at all these flashbacks and old episodes like 2014, 2016, or whatever. I'm like, man, I was really late to the party. I mean, don't get me wrong, GH was had some really great stuff, but I mean, damn, Days was doing it up. Now, the rest of this episode was pretty good. Probably not the highlight of Gwen's downfall, but it was still pretty good though. Ava, after talking to Melinda, was like, I'm out, and she was pissed. Melinda was pissed. You know, even when Melinda is mad as hell, she's pissed. That woman is still hot. Oh my goodness, that woman is hot. It's like it doesn't matter if she's mad or if she's angry. She's still hot. But, Ava left, you know, and now you got a bit of a guys' night in. You got Jake and Ben just kind of hanging out, talking about Ava, talking about Gwen. Talking about Ava, talking about Gaby, and them going at it, and massages and innuendos, and just fun guy stuff. Um, Now, with that being said, Ben is like, yo, listen, y'all both available, y'all free. Y'all can sit there and take it to the next level. What's stopping y'all? And Jake is like, well, even if we could, she's going to be going away for like ever. And Ava gets there. Before she gets there, she makes a stop to break up the celebration of Gaby and Rafe, and that they're kind of toasting Ava off into the sunset. Like, nah, she's done. Don't get me wrong, I get Rafe's point of view as far as, her going after his career. And he was like, oh, well, if she keep my car and things of that nature, I'll let it go. Bro, you cheated on her multiple times and you begged her to stay when she gave you an out. Yeah, it's definitely extreme, but I don't feel bad for you either. So there's that. There's Smith toasting to her demise, and Ava just walks in, makes a grand entrance. It's like, hey, I'm free. I got my pardon right here. I'm good. Tell Nicole I said hi, and yeah, I'll give Jake your regards. I gotta sit there and say, when she came in, I was like, listen, Abby made a stole the show in this episode, but Ava damn sure know how to make a great entrance and a great exit. And I'm like, I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm so glad that she left GH playing that trash ass character to come to Days, because I'm loving it. So kind of weird, GH they got an Ava, Days got an Ava, and when you really kind of look at all four of them, I gotta sit there and deal with three victors. But with that being said, it's room for two Avas. I can make room for two Avas. Um, but of course, Ava comes back to Jake's place. He's like, I'm here. So Ben is like, you got a lot to talk about. And Ben leaves. And they don't really talk about anything too crazy except for, Ava, escaping the long arm of the law. At that point, it's late. And Ava's like, I'm going to take the air mattress. Which, air mattress really isn't good, because somebody's going to sit there and throw out their back. And it's better for Jake to draw his back, because at least Ava knows what she's doing. But with that being said, Jake is like, yo, listen, we're both adults. Let's just sleep in the same bed. Of course, they do agree that they've never actually slept in a bed with the opposite sex, being strictly friends. But they're like, hey, it's the first time for, let's just try it out. So they lay in a bed, and that's about it. We'll see how long that's going to last. We'll see how long that's gonna last. I kind of stood there and was like, Jake, bro, you can even just wear a t-shirt, can just wear like a just t-shirt or anything. We just at that point, why even have the damn boxes on? But whatever. They're in the bed, and that's pretty much that. And Gaby is pissed. Gaby went to that police station and was like, Melinda, what the hell are you doing? And Melinda's like, yo, I gotta explain anything to you. Hell, even Rafe came in there, and Rafe was angry. But of course, Rafe still had a job to do of arresting Gwen, so he did that. Now, Gaby got some guts. Gaby got some guts. Gaby's like, yo, listen, I did all that hard work, and you just let her go, and now she's out on the loose to do, who knows what with anyone. because she can. And she's like, yo, listen. First, she grabs Melinda's arm, and I was like, yo. Because Melinda walks away, and Gabby grabs her arm. I'm like, yo, this chick is wilding. Yo. Gabby's like, yo, listen, I'm going to tell the mayor what you did. That you just, you just screwed up everything. Make sure I put your job in jeopardy just because you pissed me off. With that being said, she walks off. Belinda calls her a bitch. Those are her words, not mine. And yeah, that's pretty much a. Let me just double check on notes. Yeah, that's about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna be a little bit disappointed if um the truth didn't come out about Gwen drugging Gabby. Drugging Sarah, because it still would have been good. It was good with some like pancakes, and you have syrup, some really good ancient mama syrup. Like, no, stop this off. Put some butter on it. And it made it really good. And now I'm really hungry. And I think with that being said, I'm gonna go. So I want to thank you for watching. I know this came out a little bit later than I wanted to, but this was good. This was good. I am thoroughly impressed with Days. I don't think I've ever actually would have seen that coming ever. Um, I was always hesitant about giving other soap operas a chance, even back in the day when I first started. When I first started, it was ABC. It was Poor Charles, it was One Life to Live, and it was GH. And that was it. And Days was just something else to me. Um, forget about it. You had Y&R, you had The World's Turn, you had Guiding Light. But I think by the time I started watching that stuff, most of those shows was off. Oh, and you also have Passions too, but I think no, that was around. Um, yeah, it kind of sucked now that I think about it because at least when an actor either got let go or whatever, they could just hop onto another show. And now it's like, well, you got four, so pick three because technically B&B and Y&R is in the same universe. So yeah. Anyway, that being said, I'm gonna go. I want to thank you for watching. Be safe. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. And I will see you in the next video.